Good morning, everyone. I just realized this morning that I think my clock here in this room is a couple minutes slow. So I just realized on the computer that it was like 7:29 and my clock still says 7:28. So if I have been routinely late, because that was not my intention. Anyways, I was down here early, was trying to set up a wireless mic, still not working, so that will be another task for today. But thank you for bearing with me. I know the audio is not perfect as I try to learn how to make the feed and the sound quality better with not having access to all the parts, because the parts are really popular right now because of our current status. All right, so let's go ahead and start warming up the spine with a twist, hitting hips and lower back. And slow it down. All right, let's go ahead and start working on the knees. Let's hit the outsides of the knees. Insides of the knees. Stop there. We're going to cup each of the knees. So whichever way you want to go first. Other side. Good. Whew. All right. Start with tapping of the chest up and down the sternum to help with immunity, waking up that lung energy. All right, shoulder point. This will feel a little tender, so you just take a moment to feel around, to feel it. It's right in this crevice. If you hit it right, you'll feel the energy opening up down the arm. If you don't yet, that's okay. Over time. Other side. Good. Now let's just do some points on the head. Slightly tapping. Similar as to why we were spending so much time on the perineum and the anal sphincter. Just like the head, there's lots of pathways that are crisscrossing there. Good. All right, our purging exercise for this week is trembling horse. So remember yesterday, it looks a little funny, but it feels really good. The idea is that we build up and collect the energy up in our hands, and then we shake and release to the floor. So letting the body go loose, waking up the spine. When we tense up, we're holding on to energy that does not serve us. When we let go, we're able to release it. So we're looking to be loose and limber when we shake it out. So I'll go a little slower the first time, and then you can just kind of hop in as you feel ready to. Here we go. I'll go more to the pace. So it's based off a feeling, and I feel like I've gathered enough energy and I want to move. Wet dog. One more. Good. I'm just shaking it out. All right, we're going to move into our standing meditative posture. Continue introducing postural rule number 6, or no, number 7. My bad, we did 6 yesterday. So just as a reminder, feet slightly wider than shoulder width. When we get settled, the intent is that our weight is going to be in the center of these feet, not forward on the balls or back on the heels. Our butt is rolled and tucked under. Hips are relaxed, almost as though there's a weight there as we sink. The sinking sensation is our knees are bent, like we're sitting on the edge of the stool. Our knees are straight, they're not turning inward or outward. And we imagine that there's a beach ball between our legs that we're keeping tension on, holding there. For proper alignment, we're looking at nose, navel, and toes being lined up. Knees should not be forward over the toes. This happens naturally as we tuck the butt under, but we want to pay attention to the perineum, which is the crotch area, that it is rounded and loose. So once again, all this is energy reservoir area. So we want to make sure we take care to ensure that it's able to receive, but also to store. And rule number 5 that we learned last Friday, as weird as it may seem, is closing the anal sphincter, which happens naturally. We don't force it closed. It's a gentle close, and that happens when we roll our butt under, essentially. So when we roll our tush under, all those things kind of go into place, but I just want to give you the cues so that you can feel them and sense them. Yesterday we learned about relaxing the waist. So to do that, we take a deep inhale in. We're going to fill the lungs, raise the shoulders, and then release it and allow it to melt even further. So here we go. Take a deep breath in and release. This step also asks you to pay attention to the, oh my gosh, I can't remember the word, but basically the area between the base of your spine and where the pelvic bone meets. Make sure that is rounded. So once again, all happens naturally, but this is loose. Today we're tucking our stomach muscles in, so we're pulling them in slightly, not with tension, but just kind of bringing them back into alignment. And then let's just make sure that from the top up, since that is number 7 today, that our spine is tall, our arms are hollowed. There's an egg in each elbow, in each armpit. Eyes gently closed, mouth gently closed, head in neutral position, so not up. I know I have a tendency sometimes to move my head up as I get into my stances. Working on that. Let's settle. So let's do our warm up in this posture to get our weight settled. I forgot to do this yesterday because we got so caught up in the breathing that we are going to do for the waist. So we're going to move our weight forward. Massage the organ associated with heart fire, and then gently rock back onto the heels. So just shifting the weight. Transitioning to abdominal breathing if you have not done so already, where the belly rises on the inhale, falls on the exhale. And let's go ahead and just get settled here in the center. Center of our feet is connected to the earth, ready to receive. And you can go ahead and begin that 1 through 4 meditation, the visualization silently. As a reminder, I have a link to that meditation as a shortcut sheet down below. You can stay in your 1 through 4 meditation if that's how you want to continue for this time, or you can begin to transition to your breath work, which, as a reminder, we will inhale, expand the belly, hold for whatever amount of counts you're working towards to this week, with the belly fully expanded, and then release, contracting the belly in. Okay. So whenever you're ready and settled, you can go ahead and begin. Whether you're staying in 1 through 4 and just absorbing energy up and filling your reservoir, or you're now moving to the breath work. In the last minute of either doing breath work or beginning to close out your 1 through 4. As we prepare to move into regulation, let's just take a moment warming up with the exercise, opening the flow. So hands will gently come up to the chest and back down. Seeing if you can feel energy on your fingertips. Opening the flow. Preparing for regulation, which will will be a gentle rise and fall of energy from the lower dantian. We're going to move into regulation. As a reminder, we will inhale, feel the energy rise up towards the base of the neck, traveling up the front of the body. Exhale down. Next inhale, we will feel it travel up the back of the body to the base of the neck, traveling up the spine, and back down. Then alternating back to the front. Inhale, exhale. You're ready. Go ahead and begin. I will still keep raising my hands, following the energy. Potentially have a pause when you reach to the top before releasing the energy back down. Notice the energy as it travels up the spine. It's a cooling sensation. Where the one coming up the front of the body is full of warmth, heat. Do one more each direction. I'm going to seal our practice by placing one hand on top of the other, bringing the feet closer together. Gently allowing your body to begin to sway. And come back to stillness. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me. You made it. It's day 30. So see you tomorrow. Bye.